Hello everyone, I'm Mark Thompson with Digital Music News and Open on Sunday here at IndieWeek 2024 in the very heart of New York City. Let's go check it out. Once again, the music industry convened at the Intercontinental Hotel in Times Square for A2IM IndieWeek 2024. The hot panel topics this year included online marketing and sync, revenue streams for artists and labels, managing catalogs, data, AI, and much more.
Start by having each of the panelists share some success stories. I thought it'd be good to hear like brand partnerships that have worked, why they worked, what you were excited about, how you measured success. We'll start and then we'll kind of go into maybe some strategy and all that. So you want to start, Tony? We'll come back this way.
We've done a bunch over the past few years. One that kind of stands out to me was Kit Kat. So we partnered with Kit Kat probably about a year ago, and they basically wanted to do a 6-city tour exploring black music, right? So they wanted to find influencers, major artists, and emerging artists to tell unique stories in each city. So we were in DC, Chicago, New York, LA, Memphis, and each, if you understand those cities, they all have like different genres that emerge. So in DC, we studied the history of go-go. In Detroit, we studied funk and house. In Memphis, we went deep into R&B and how gospel music actually affected those stories. And I think those brands, if they went in there on their own, wouldn't have known who to touch in authentic ways to tell those stories. And I think they partnered with Breaker because they knew that not only did we have the amplification muscle inside of it, but we had the identification muscle of authenticity to be able to tell those stories.
If you had to describe music marketing in 2024 in just a few words, how would you describe it?
I would say it's everything, everywhere, all at once.
So we were talking before, we had like a mini panel before the panel, and I always thought it was interesting, how do you evaluate and even find catalog? Because there could be, people own rights, they're part of family estates, they could be in an attic, they don't even know they own the rights. So how do you, what's the process?
So I'll give a short answer for the valuation part so I don't bore people, but the basic cash flow model, if you're familiar with cash flow models, it's a DCF, where you're just looking at a series of cash flows over time. So in this case, it could be publishing, masters, whatever, and discounting them back to the present to see what you would pay for them in the future. So the second part of your question is probably a little more interesting. I mean, deals come from all over. We have a network of what we call market development partners. And so what they are like are essentially like catalog brokers. And so they go out, they find catalogs for us, bring them to us, but we also source a ton of deals through lawyers, managers, and then sometimes just, friends of the industry, just people that you pick up along the way.
And with New York still serving as one of the biggest music hubs in the world, it's the perfect forum for off-site networking and events, like the well-attended Music Investor Conference held at Kaufman Music Center and the MMF US Summit, featuring its own set of panels covering topics like neighboring rights.
And I would say that neighboring rights is definitely something that if you're advising a US performer, you need to be very aware of going forward. There's some big opportunities there.
And how to leverage platforms like TikTok.
G-Eazy Lady Killers. I'm sure if you were scrolling on TikTok in the last 6 months, you saw this song all over your For You page. People are doing really cool lip sync videos like on the beach, showing their outfits. And this one was a really cool campaign because we were really able to tap into the global international market for Sound On really quickly and activate campaigns across 10 different markets, including over 4,600 commissioned videos from our campaigns and over almost 100 million views. So I think that was really, really cool, and also shows our capability to react quickly when we see something happening on the platform.
Up-and-coming artists like Jayla using the opportunity to connect with sources to help better promote her music.
I have probably about 100 releases on Spotify, and I've been doing that for a bunch of years, and I have gotten to the point where I want to do a solo album where I don't really want to work with collaborating with DJs, where I'm going to do my own production. And so I came here really to find out about how to do my own distribution, promotion, and how to really get my solo artist project going.
Caribbean artist Sabi Pitt looking to do much the same.
Music with a message. My whole purpose is to make a difference in life here. So I'm here networking, trying to get a distribution, trying to get some more marketing and take it to another level because the world needs positive music right now.
And of course, we can't forget the nightlife. It's the city that never sleeps, after all. The ADA party was packed. Whether networking at the bar or cutting loose on the dance floor, a good time here was had by all. Not to be outdone, the Czech Showcase took it to the rooftops of New York as performers from Prague rocked the crowd well into the night. From artists and songwriters to label executives and business owners, A2IM IndieWeek proving once again to be the place where the music industry connects. And that's going to do it here on the ground for IndieWeek 2024 in New York City. I'm Mark Thompson for Digital Music News. I'll see you next time.